Hey everyone, and welcome back to our look at Megaquarium Deep Freeze. I can only apologise that it's been a little over a week and a week and a half by the time this video probably comes out. Since we took a look at part one, I do apologise. Life got in the way a little bit with half term, so I've been doing stuff with the family, but we're now back on the grind again. So, in the first part, of course, we played through Kotsbury here, and now we're on to Urzu. Before we continue, of course, there's that little thing of liking this video if you enjoy it. Comment down below with your thoughts, sub for more, and ring that notification bell for all future upload alerts. We've also got the Discord in the chat, no, sorry, not in the chat, in the description below, so make sure you hit that up if you want to continue some conversations in there. But there's nothing left to do now but to get involved in level number 2 here on the Deep Freeze. The Abyssal Research Group needs your help once again, Curator. We are bringing 2 more abyssal species to the surface, but we need you to build an aquarium fit to house them. First, build your aquarium up to rank 7. Tropical and cold water animals are both available to you. Design your displays as you see fit. Make use of the items left by the old owner or sell them for a burst of cash. The choice is yours. Keep an eye on the message log. There will be opportunities to increase your base prestige, which will allow you to rank up more quickly. Regards, Sage. Alrighty, so here we go. The ARG have transported your existing collection of abyssal animals to the new aquarium. Remember that abyssal tanks consume science points, so you need to build an income before migrating those animals into your aquarium. So these were the ones we had in Kotsbury, or whatever the first level was called. So I wonder if that's going to be a thing going forward, whether all of our abyssal animals all come with us as we go through. We've got like, what's that? Is that a massage chair? It is. That's pretty cool. What have we got here? We've got a coffee vending machine. Nice. We've got some... Is this like meant to be a little gift shop here? We've got popcorn, guidebooks, and that's the supply of the guidebooks. Love it, love to see it. Right, and we've got some, we've got mega heaters and mega chillers. Not seen those before. That is pretty good. So what can they do? 220 on their own. Right, so 220 from memory. I know it differs from tank to tank, but I'm sure that was roughly the number, or very close number, maybe it was 180, that I had to get to in some of the tanks in the first level. So one of each of those will do the trick. How much are they? Are they going to be stupid money? Well, who knows, because we haven't unlocked them yet, so they're just there for us. Okay. But we did also learn, or relearn, that protein skimmers are very, very useful once you get to the higher water level qualities, because filters only do sort of so much, really. So we need to make sure we keep use of those. Let's take a look at what fishies we've got then. That's a very nice one. The red-tailed butterfly fish. We've got some flame angle fishes. We've got some coral beauties. We've got a shark that will grow rather large, up to 16th. We've got a humpback snapper. We've got some crabs, and we've got some coral as well. So we've got a little bit of everything. All of this lot, every single one of them, in fact, are all aquatic creatures or tropical creatures. What does that symbol mean? So it means it's a crustacean, that's a scavenger, that's fine. Right, okay, so... oh no, we have got... Look, we can flick between the two. So we've actually got some cold water ones here. This one's super chilled. Got some jellyfish, we've got some crabs. Okay, right, well, we've got a little bit of everything then. So what we could do is maybe look to split this aquarium in half. So I like to, when I'm creating these aquariums, I kind of like to have things all in a nice order, right? So people can follow kind of one path around the aquarium. So I would like to try and do the same thing again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take them off this way. We're going to take them on a little journey over this way. We are going to maintain this aesthetic because I quite like it. So how the F do we do that? That is the next question. These are the walls. Is it shipwreck stuff? Is that what we need to do? No, it's not the shipwreck. Is it Harbourside? It is Harbourside. Is this costing us money? No, thankfully that doesn't cost us a penny to treat the walls as such, which is nice. We did, although it does look like we did have a different one for the gift shop there, which is fine. So we are going to start off then. So what can we stick in our fur? We're going to start with some tropical fish. Which ones can we stick together? So we've got some shoalers here. He's a bully, so he will pester a wimp. Have we got any wimps? He is a wimp, and he's only a 3, so he won't be able to go in with that one. Dislikes conspecifics, cannot be housed with another flame anglefish. So basically he's a lone ranger. Obviously sharks, I'm assuming, will eat... they will go after crustaceans, but they'll be fine with other fish. So we could get a nice big fish in there and just have them in there. He's a big active swimmer, but he will grow big as well, and they need a few of them. But he will also eat other animals. So need to be aware of that. Alright, well, I think we can probably stick the first couple in here, can't we? We can probably get a few of these in here. These guys need to be shoalers. I'm fairly certain there is nothing stopping us from whacking all of these in there. None of them grow as well, so they're going to be as they are, or as they come, effectively. So what we'll do to start with, we're going to put our first tank maybe here. I mean, what we'll probably do, I'm going to make a little indent here to sort of suggest that that is going to be the path by which they come back around. That's the wrong one. That this is going to be the path that they come back around once their tour of the aquarium has finished. That's going to be eventually where they'll come back to. So, what we'll start, we're probably going to need to extend this out here a little bit. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. Like so. It's going to get boring having to paint this every time. It'd be nice if it would just maybe default to a specific type of paint, but at least we can do it fairly quickly. Like that. Right. Okay, so we are going to go with a... we're going to go with a deep wall tank, I think, to start with. So we're going to whack this one in here like this. So we're going to make a nice big one there. I do like my big tanks. I like people to be impressed when they come along to our aquarium. And that gives us plenty of space around the rear of the tank to do what we need to do. So in here is going to go, so we paused at the moment, we are indeed. So these need to have at least 4. So we'll stick a whole bunch of them in there. These are wimps, so we're going to stick a couple of those in there. And we'll stick in... These ones are okay, I think they are, yes. Stick a few of them in there. We've still got loads of room in this tank, I think. How much room we got? We got almost double the room left. Can any of these other ones go in there? They can't. He, in theory, can. We'll just put one of those in there. And I think we can probably get away with the shark in there, you know. We'll grow to size 16. I think we can get away with that. In fact, do we want to put a second shark in there? I think we can. There we go. We've got a lovely little tank in there with a whole range of species of fish. So what we're going to do now, we'll sort out the inside. We can have a pitted column in there. That sorts out the cave requirement. I'm not sure it actually had a cave requirement. It's not. That's rocks, isn't it? So what it actually needs is these ones. So we'll put some rubble in there like that. It needs some of this stuff. So we're going to put in a few little bits of kelp. We're going to put in some of this in there. Going to make this one look pretty damn good right off the bat. Like that. And we'll have a little... palm tree's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. So we're sticking a little pirate chest at the back there. There we go. So this needs a lot of heating. This is a tropical tank. This needs a lot of heating. So the question is can we just pick this up and move it? We can. We just move this? Can I? Must be located adjacent to a pump or a tank. Yeah, okay, so it can go there. What are you chatting about? I'm just going to make this ever so slightly bigger out the back here. Because what we can then do is actually move the... okay. It's going to be... Did I just... No way, I just fucking sold... Oh my god, I had a heart attack then. I thought I just fucking sold that. That would have really wound me up. Okay. That's going to go there and be connected to that. That can go in there like that. So that sorts that out. We can now also move this along. In fact, we don't need that because that's the chiller, so that's going to stay where it is. We are going to... We don't need that power pump anymore, so we can get rid of that. We do, however, now need a large filter. That's the wrong button. I kept doing that in the first episode as well. One of those, and then will a large protein skimmer get us over the edge? It will. That gives us a lovely bit of food, sorry, a little bit of water quality. So we are now good, apart from all of the food that we've got to attach to this. So what do we need? A bit of everything by the look of it. So we need... I might put the stairs on the other side as well, actually. Where is it? So we need green. We need orange and blue. Orange. And some lovely little supplements as well. Right, so that covers us. We're also then going to get ourselves an experienced feeding person to come in. We need to now quickly repaint all this. I mean, we could actually... I mean, we'll block this off for them. No, we can get another. We can get a second tank in here, which is fine. So we will put a staff door in. Where is the staff door? Yeah, we'll go there, sort of in the middle, if you like. We are also going to put in a nice one-way gate over this side. I just saw that. That's going to go in there like that. So, all I was going to say is what we could do is we could look to actually paint the floor a different colour back here. So, sort of denoting the difference in... well, actually, at the moment, no. No, I've changed my mind again. I'm changing mine as we go here. I'm actually just going to have the blue paint back here to denote the space that our people are going to work in, right? We will also change the walls like that. So that is going to be a big separator between the tanks. It looks a bit rubbish to us, but obviously the visitors inside are not going to see that. Can we also paint? We can. We can decorate that in its aesthetic as well, which is very, very nice and absolutely perfect for what we want to do. There's one more bit there that we can get rid of. And then, yeah, so when we're doing this, so obviously this is going to be our tropical area, but when we go to our super chilled area, we can then start using maybe the frozen paint as well. So that is what we will do. I mean, if we really wanted to delve into the theme and the aesthetic, we could sort of use only specific items within the fish tanks themselves for these particular themes. So, for example, we could use tropical. We can make sure there's only like palm trees and stuff. For Harbourside or Pirate Cove, we can make ship stuff and the shipwreck as well. We could do all that kind of stuff, but I don't think I'm going to go quite into that level of depth and detail. But what we are going to do is stick another tank. We need to just extend a little bit more, like so. And then we are going to do that, like so. And we need a... What other tanks have we got, actually, just to make sure I know what we've got. We've got a Belfast tank. We'll use that at some point. But we're going to use the son of a gun. Okay, fine. Whatever. And then we'll make sure that, just remember that that one is there, is painted, so is that one. And then behind the scenes we can do that again. And now we have to choose what fish. So let's choose the ones that we haven't got in the aquarium, just to keep things easy for us. So we've got this humpback snapper we've got to fit in somewhere, but I'm concerned about the fact that it eats animals of other sizes. So that one may have to go in a small fish tank kind of by itself, or unless we get some bigger fish at some point, because virtually all of the fish that are in the other aquarium are all small fish. And once that one grows to size 16, it's going to eat sizes of anything up to 6. So it will pretty much eat, in fact it will eat every single fish in that other tank other than the shark. So that one is going to have to be a Lone Ranger, I'm afraid. But what we can do is we can, so that is a wimp, that's fine. They will eat stormy corals, which is fine. So we can put some, we're going to put some crabs and some coral beauties in there. And it, oh wow, it can only be one type of fish in there. Okay. Okay. Alright, I tell you what we'll do. We'll put that one in there. Because if I do that, they don't like being in there with each other, do they? No, exactly. So we have to sell that one. What we are going to have to do here is just sort of wait. At some point we will get some more fish to put in there, I guess, is probably the long and short of it. It's going to be a rather big tank with fuck all in it. I think we actually probably make this tank smaller, you know. Because this seems a bit overkill. What we could probably do is actually make 2 smaller tanks at this point just to get all the fish in. So let's delete that. We're going to make a... we'll do just the one like that. And then we'll have another one next to it like that. Paint these bad boys up. And then what we'll have in this one, we'll have 1 coral beauty in there, along with a bunch of those crustaceans. And in this one, for the time being, we'll have that big humpback snapper, who's going to be a bit of a Lone Ranger at the moment. In fact, I think we could probably make that one even smaller, you know. I don't think you can actually edit the size of these tanks. Oh, no fucking way. Can I do undo? Undo! No! Bollocks! I just deleted the mega fucking heater. Oh, you bellend Welch. Oh, God's sake. I don't believe I just did that, man. Oh, God. What a helmet. Oh, well. Well, we'll have to wait until we research. I'm sure we'll get it in research at some point, but yeah, that was one of the worst misclicks I think I've ever done. Okay. Paint these up. And then what we're going to have to do is... let's go the other way around with that. Okay. So it's nice and symmetrical. Yeah, so... and then in the other one over here is going to go the humpback snapper, which is fine. And now we just got to heat all these up. Now, the good thing is that those power pumps, I think, will do 2. It will do 2 tanks. One there. And it will do 1 there like that. So if we do one of those, that heats both of them up nicely. And a large filter will also finish us off nicely. They've got food in there already. Might move the food then, so that it's all a bit more easier to get to. And that one can also be got out there. Right, what's your problem? Lack of swimming space. Oh, it needs a 2-depth tank. I thought that was a 2-depth tank. Okay, right. Just for a second then, in which case... Put that in there. So what? God, making some pig's ear of this, aren't I? Right, what we got? It is a depth 2 tank. Okay, maybe I just didn't make it big enough. Okay, so what's your problem now? See, again, it's saying lack of swimming space. That's okay. Maybe it just hasn't worked it out because we haven't gone live effectively with the tank. We haven't unpaused the game. But that tank is big enough. It is a 2 depth tank. Oh look, no, here we go. 48 out of 54. Oh, and it's a shoaler. How am I missing all this information? God damn it. Okay, all right. Well. At least it means... Can you make these tanks bigger? No. Right. So if I now put in... When fully grown, it will require a tank of 96. How big is that tank? Is it the capacity that it makes that call on? So it's currently... I think it's the... do you know what? I think that's not going to be big enough. I don't think that's going to be big enough. I'm fairly certain it's done on that. Yeah, capacity. I'm pretty sure it's done on that. Right. Tank is full. Okay, well, we'll go in there for a second then. Making a really fucking hard work of this. So that can go as high as 112. So why isn't it then? Is it because I need to now make it... I now need to make it actually wider this way? Right, that's now 112. That will be enough. We can actually probably put a few more of them in there if we want to as well, just to make it extra big in there. Okay. Now, this tank, I bet, is now not going to be enough, is it? No, it's not. Water quality is enough, though, by the look of it. Yeah, he's 60% for those guys, so that's okay. Okay, there we go. So those guys are now okay, but however, there's now not enough water quality for this one. So we're going to put a little protein skimmer there to tide that off. And we'll almost certainly need one for that side as well. So we'll put one there for when those guys get bigger and all of a sudden need more water quality. Right, back to these guys. Into there you go. We'll give you some small rocks. And a little shell there like that. For you guys... This is quite a big one, isn't it? So, I don't know whether you need any of this stuff. Doesn't look like you do, but you're going to get it anyway. Something interesting for you to swim around in. We don't want you just to have a boring thing there. We could stick a palm tree in there, you know. Oh no, the tank isn't big enough. It needs to be deeper. Stick one of those in there. We'll stick a little barrel in there as well. There we go. Bit of something interesting. Right. Okay. So that is enough, I think, for us to open up and get going, because we're going to have to start getting some money rolling in now anyway. From a customer point of view, we probably just need to think about toilets and a few other little amenities. Other than that, we are good to go. We got our shop there. Don't know whether or not we need to worry about guides or anything like that. We can have our fizzy drink stuff here. Our chocolate vendor. We'll have a nice padded bench, I think, actually. We'll have a nice padded bench like along the way like that. And we'll have to make sure we've got some bins around the joint. And then we just need some toilets. Now, last time I did this a bit more intelligently, and I think I'm going to try and do the same here. Like that, there we go. And then we just simply, even though we don't need to, we're going to decorate all of that like that. And there's your toilet. That covers off all of that side. Do we want to stick one over here as well? Well, we probably could, couldn't we? Stop all the whinging from the people. And then in there like that. Okay, I'm fairly pleased with how this looks. We don't need to worry about putting in any floor markings in terms of making people go a certain way, because at the moment we're pretty okay. We might, do you know what? We might actually be able to do this without that. Is use the old divider. There we go. That looks a bit better. Can we decorate the divider? We can indeed. Lovely old job. There we go. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? What we're also going to do is we need to stick some... I don't know if we need a clipboard dispenser right now, so we're not going to bother with one. But we do need... maybe we put a little... We could kind of turn this into the sort of janitor's cupboard here, couldn't we, really? And just put all of the stuff that we need. So have a broom stand there. Sponge sink can also go in there. I feel a tool station, it makes sense to have them in there, but I'll put one in there just anyway. What have we got here? So we need to find one more person who's good at fixing and cleaning, because that's what they're going to be doing. So I've hired 2 members of staff. We're going to just open quickly, just so that I can then... I've got to remember how to do it. Zones. Okay, so hang on a minute. Who is... I think it probably doesn't matter, actually. Create new zone. So we're going to create that zone there. And then we're going to have... We're just going to do it like that for the moment. It looks a bit shit. We just tidy it up a little bit. Like that. One more zony bit in there and in there. Because that will cover off... Oh no, wait, that's all the same zone! Right. Create new zone. In there. All of that lot. All of that lot. All of that lot. And there as well. There we go. Right, so we've got zone 1 and we've got zone 2. And then in here... where are my staff members? So we're going to go with you. So you're going to be my fixer and cleaner. So... Disallowed. You are not doing any of that shit. You ain't doing that either. You can do it. Yeah, so you're going to be responsible for cleaning, fixing, and the guidebooks. Which is fine. And then you are then going to be assigned to zone number 2. Rachel, you're going to be assigned to zone 1. Hang on a second. Why? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Rachel, Zone 1. You're in... No. You're in Zone 2. I think I got that right, didn't I? Rachel is in Zone 1, which is over there, which is purely feeding. You are not allowed to do... You can do clipboard. You're not allowed to do any of that shit. Right, there we go. I think we're good to go. We are open. We are live. Rachel is now responsible for all of the feeding back there. I mean, it's going to take a little moment. I mean, she's really good at feeding, isn't she? She's level 3, so she's going to be quite quick at doing it, which is good. But she's going to need to get a wiggle on because she's got a lot of fish to feed back there. She's not going to have a lot to do for the time being. Just hope that none of my fish die while they're waiting for their food. She's not exactly the quickest in the world, is she? But anyway, we've got people in. Someone's got themselves a guidebook. We've got massage chairs over there as well. Right then, so for our next... we kind of want some more fish, don't we, really? Corals and all that kind of stuff. They need to be fully grown. Trouble is, unless I get those in quickly before those snappers actually get bigger, they'll get eaten when they're young. But I will still take the angelfish. I can always call it the anglefish. It's like hot fuzz. Right, so they're feeding. They're okay. I think they can last a little while before they sort of get in any danger. So she should have time to complete all of her feeding. And because she's level 3, she does do this bit that much quicker, which is good. I'm looking forward to seeing my humpback snappers, and in particular these sharks here. I'm looking forward to seeing those bad boys get a little bigger, because they are going to be pretty big inside that tank once they get fully grown. Right, we're going to let the money just accumulate a little bit here. And then once that is done, we will then maybe start to think about how we bring this around. What we're going to end up doing is having one... Actually, this is going to be really good. We're going to have one central area here, which is going to kind of be responsible for all of the maintenance for these tanks. So we can have like these tanks here. We can have a walkway that takes us round the back, and then round the back here is going to be the tanks facing this way. So that's going to be quite cool. And then we can have this sort of central area behind it all where the staff go, like one big area. Right, so from this rank onwards, you have access to accessories, powerful new tools to help optimize your aquarium. Accessories can be equipped on staff to improve their performance. Complete the following additional objective if you feel like giving the new accessory a try. Hint, remember some abyssal animals require supplements. So different animals that require supplements, 9 out of 3. Unlock the supplement manual dispenser. Supplement manual 9 out of 1. Assign accessory to a staff. And then have a staff equipped with accessory. Alright, well, we'll whack that there. We've only got one animal so far that needs supplements. I'm assuming we've got some over here that maybe do. The supplement manual increases the equipped staff's feeding skill by 40 when using supplements. I'm assuming for supplements takes a while then, is that why? What was I just looking at? Fish. So we need ones that have blue requirements. So there you go. So that crab needs it. So I think I've only got 2 fish in the entire aquarium that at the moment require accessories. So I couldn't actually fulfill this even if I wanted to for the time being, which is okay. That's fine. We're still very early days here. Even though I am half an hour in and we've only just kind of opened up. But everything is chugging along nicely. Oh, hang on. What didn't you like? Shouldn't guidebook 1 be hidden out of the way? Oh, okay. They don't like the fact that that's in there. Yeah. I understand. That can go in there. I mean, her life here, Rachel, she is never going to see the light of day. She is never, ever going to leave this room. As far as she's concerned, the only people she's ever going to see is if she sees them through the glass at the front there. Look how fast she is at feeding. She's unreal. So this guy, look at this guy, loving life, eating his popcorn, having a massage at the same time. That guy is living his best life. Right, so money is going up nicely, so we need to maybe just start planning what things are going to look like around this side. So I'm going to leave the wall there for the time being, but I think we're just going to make a walkway like this. Not planning on doing anything. Make it slightly bigger, just so there's a bit more room. And then when we get round here, obviously shit opens up into the bigger side of things. And then actually about halfway along, this needs to change into the frozen. So probably about there, maybe. What about there? Yeah, we'll go there. Just like that. And then, so the floor itself will stay that same colour. And then all of a sudden the floor is going to change. Just like that. There we go. Now, of course, we are going to have the... we might actually need to make this even bigger this way. Because we're going to have the tank sticking out. But what I might do, depending on how this goes, I might look to use the Belfast tank here. Make a fucking great big Belfast tank and see how many fish I can stick into one aquarium. Or one tank. Okay, there we go. Let's build that one out. So I'm thinking if we put the Belfast tank literally like that. That's a big ass tank. That's just literally just used almost all of our money. Now the question is, we would have put that there, which is sort of central, which is okay. We are going to need... That's not going to work, is it? Douche. Do like that. So I'm leaving the aquarium over deliberately, so these guys are literally completely unaware of what is going on around them, which is exactly how I want this to be. This is a very small aquarium for the moment. We are almost certainly going to need a second pair of hands in that feeding section, aren't we? So we're going to go ahead and look for another person who's good at feeding. We'll just take you since you're pretty good. Zone assigned. You go into zone 1 with Rachel. And then here, I mean, we're probably going to have to think about our abyssal tanks. This might be actually too close. This might have to be shuffled on a little bit more. It always looks like it's not close enough. Or sorry, that it's too close. But actually, I think it needs to be moved. So, in terms to... I mean, can we then get... We're looking at that tank there. I don't need to worry about that one particularly. Have a tank there like that. Make this kind of symmetrical. Just trying to see, there's 2 gaps there, so it should be like... I don't have enough money for that one. That's okay. We'll let the money continue to roll in. You'd like to be interested in trying a different sort of substrate in your tank. It's completely inert and won't upset your animals. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Build a tank with pebbles substrate. Is it something in here? No. I have absolutely no idea what that is meant to be. Anybody, or is it a... Is it one of those? It is. Change the look of your tank by swapping the substrate at the... Ah, so we're not just like that. Ah, there you go. Satisfy the care requirements of all the animals in the tank. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, we need ourselves another little cheeky protein skimmer on that. There we go. Did that not give us any money? Oh, it just gave us more prestige. Okay, fine. I've just had a thought. All of these machines that now suddenly need fixing. We need to get somebody else in who can do some fixing as well. Yeah, you. And the zones are not going to be quite right. How do we get to our zones? Where's the zones? Walls and roofs, toggle warnings. Is there a quick way to get to it outside of this? I don't think there is. Because they need to also get in there, but they're just not allowed to do any feeding. So, roles, advanced. You can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that. Oh no, wait, no. We want you to do all that, don't we? It's all this stuff I don't want you to do. And the other person in there, who's the second person in there, like you, I don't want you doing any of that. There we go. Right. So that should keep us going. So we've got 2 people now in there doing some fixing. They need to get a groove on with it though, because there's quite a lot of machines that need fixing. Where are you going? Yes, go and get the other toolkit and get repairing. Right, back to this. So what we could do is do that. Keep that part there nice and separate. And then we are going to need... I still think this needs to maybe come out even more, you know. I think it does. I think this needs to come out even more. We don't necessarily need to bring out the entire thing, so maybe we just sort of extend it like this. Do one more on that side. Just about makes it symmetrical. And then we do that. This is going to work though. I think this is going to look good once it's done. I don't think this is a silly plan. I'm hoping that once this all comes together, this will look pretty good. There we go. Right, so that's all that done. We need to duplicate that tank at some point once we have enough money. All of that is going to need painting. And we also need to paint that in the frozen theme as well. I'm probably going to have... where the hell did I find it again? I've unlocked another fish, good. Was it in here? It was, wasn't it? We're going to do that in there like that. Right, all machines, everything are fixed. I'm pretty sure we're okay in terms of staff now. Everyone is doing what they need to do. So the only other thing to bear in mind here is we're going to need a staff door, aren't we? Probably there. And then in behind here, this is all going to be... We'll leave it all like that for the moment. And then can we have... How many again was it? So it was 1. So it needs to go there. Can now build that. Nice. We are probably going to just have to play a little bit of moving around in here with these tanks, which is okay. Can we just move that like that? No, I didn't mean to do that. A tank there, like that. And then with this one... like that. And then what we can do is we can make a little central spot for these and have some of these back to back. So we'll have like 4 like that, and then we'll have the next 4 kind of back to each other like that. Right, we're not generating any science at the moment for these to actually work, which is okay because there's nothing in them anyway. But I should have probably worked that one out. Is that I don't know how far along we were with this, but I totally forgot that these tanks kill your science points. And at the moment, we're not generating nearly enough science from these tanks. Is it just the animals themselves that give you the science, or is it the tanks? I cannot remember how the science is generated. Does the, you know, obviously we had to use that clipboard, didn't we? This thing here. I'm not entirely sure, you know, what this clipboard is meant to be used for. But I'm going to put a clipboard against all of those, because there's just half a chance that maybe, I don't know, if the staff start using it, will they generate more science as a result? I really don't know. Right, okay, well this side is not a million miles off being ready to start having some fish, but I do need some more money. So I need the money to continue to roll in. All our hungry snappers have all grown up. Oh, look at them! They're huge! Are they all fully grown now? They are. They are big boys. And thankfully, the water quality is still perfectly okay. But they are big old boys, aren't they? I can see why you wouldn't want to put any small fish in there. Right. So, in terms of what's going in there, so the other thing we probably need to be wary of, which we might be able to, you know, is actually just do... Because we don't really want them coming round this way, do we? Necessarily. So we could actually do this, you know. Do that. Delete this. We could then delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, and delete that. And then, can we have... We need to find a new home for this, really. I can go over there next to the protein skimmer. Move this over here. Maybe just shift this along like that. Just to keep that kind of out of the way. I mean, this is going to be closed off as well. So can we also do the same here? Like that. So that gives us a nice open space here. The reason I'm doing that is because I feel like we're going to need quite a lot of machines to deal with this stuff here. I like the fact that that's there. Can you actually, No, you can't. Okay. We're going to have to put that out to one side to give us some more room, which is okay. That's fine by me. You know what, just for symmetrical, I kind of like the idea, even though it is completely and utterly useless, but doing that. Just aesthetically quite pleasing. Right, what we are going to do now is this is going to be a super chilled thing, right? So we are going to be putting in cold water fish. So they can be cold water or super chilled. That's good to know. So there's an option for 2. So this is going to be a super chilled tank. So we need to be aware of what they can and what they can't go in. So when they're at current size, they'll eat animals size 1 to 3, and they'll go 1 to 6. So how long it takes them 4 days. So they'll grow up quicker than those guys will. They are a bully. They'll also eat starfish. They're a shoaler, that's fine. So these two can go together because these guys will grow up quicker than those will. Which means that they'll be fully grown after 4 days. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. What else can we stick in here? Greedy bitches. They can also go in there. 7 days. These are big boys. That's fine. They can go in there. They need a crystal tank, so they won't be able to go in there either. They are a crustacean. Do any of these boys eat crustaceans? Starfish animals. Silverfish, they won't be able to go in there because they'll get eaten, so they can't. No, they just say animals, don't they? So that's kind of everything. Avoid placing in tank with tank mates which are a danger to crustaceans. That's fine. So I think they can go in there. Yeah, I think they're okay. Oh no, they have an armored trait anyway, so they're fine. So I think they can all go in there. So that's my 4. But we are going to need to super chill this bad boy. Now, I've got to remember what the requirements are. So I might just quickly whack one of these in here, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whack 7 of those in there. Let's just pause for a second. So that needs 450. Right. Time to bring this bad boy over. Let's try not to fucking delete this one as well. How about that? That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? So we're going to put that there like that. Can it not go there? Jesus Christ, we need another. We could really do with another one of those. In fact, we'd need 2 of those plus 1 more. That's how big this tank is going to be. Right, we're going to have to rethink the idea of where to put all these. So let's just move these out of the way for a second. We've got enough money to do this? I think we have. Okay. Right, that is now at the appropriate temperature with all of those chillers. We now need... Thankfully, we don't seem to need a huge amount from a filter requirement, which is nice. That might be enough. It is indeed. But we are probably going to need more than that once the other animals go in there. But we've actually kind of got that working. That's enough where it stands to do what we need it to do. So let's... Okay, what we'll do is we can stick these back in here again now. Still want them to be fairly central. I'm pretty sure I saw that one of those animals that I'm about to put in wants mussels, so they can go in there. Right, so have we got enough money? That is the key aspect here. We can start things up again anyway, because we've looked after these guys' needs. Right, so which ones did we put in? Not in aquariums, get rid of that one. So it was those ones. So these ones can go in. We're going to put a couple of those in. Put 3 of those in. What was the other one we wanted to put in? I believe it was this bad boy. Yes, I believe it was. So we're going to stick 2 of those in there. Now all of a sudden we need a protein skimmer, and a large one at that. Still, it's not enough. Okay, right, we're gonna need another pump. We don't have enough money. How much is this thing? There we go. Still not enough. Fucking hell's bells. Did that not really make a difference? Oh, no, it did. That made a massive fucking difference. Can we just have, like, one more of those there, then? Haven't got enough money. Give me money. Still not enough. Fucking hell. 361 for this I need. Come on, I need $3 more. Somebody give me $3. Just do a quick whip round. There we go. Right. Jesus Christ. Oh, and now look. Oh, no, wait. That's just because that one needs fixing. This may have been a mistake. I think these animals are going to die. Somebody needs to fucking hurry up and repair that. Who's coming to do some fixing, please? Zone 2 doesn't cover this. That's why. There we go. Right, so she's going to fix that quickly, quickly, quickly before my fish die. There we go. Right, we're okay. We now need a sprat dispenser to feed them. Jesus Christ. So if we can open up this side of it, this would be good. I thought I had a bit more money in the tank to do this, but apparently I did not. We are now going to need to... Where is it? It's this one. I keep pressing the wrong one. So we need... we need this one, actually. This will be enough on its own to fill out that requirement. But I need $513 just for this. Very specific, the money is. Look at all, 328, 513. All very specific. That covers that off. And then we need something that's going to give us plenty of... we could actually put in some... We could probably put in our little palm... No, we're going to put a palm tree in a frozen section. That would be stupid! What have we got? What have we not got? We've not got any eel grass. Right, everything's very happy in there now. Everyone is very, very pleased. All my fish are loving life. Did we get everything in there that we wanted to? Did we get all of the fish in there that I wanted to put in? No, because I didn't put the crabs in, did I? We've got to get those crabs in there. Hang on a minute. Is it too cold for the... Ah, they're cold water. They can't go in there. Okay, that's a shame. I thought... Okay, no, they cannot go in there. Fine, fine, fine. Right. In which case then, in terms of that one in there, I think that's as good as it's going to get. So we could, if we wanted to, just put a few more of each in there. We could put another one of them in there. I don't want to go too mad, just because I know that yeah, this is the problem, right? So now all of the requirements go up. Okay, fine, whatever. So we can now put in. Don't have enough money for this. Need 328 for this. Okay, well that's not the end of the world. The water quality, however, is. I think ultimately we're just going to need another damn pump to go into here. This seemed like such a good idea. It really did. And what else have we got that we can stick in there? We can stick an anchor in here. We're actually losing money. we were just briefly, we were minus monies there. Right, we need to get this side open, I think is what we need to do. But we are now set. That took us a long freaking time to get there, but we are now good on this side. I think I'm probably going to have to end the episode there because I've got still a lot to do in this aquarium, so I'm going to have to turn scenario 2 into a two-parter, which is fine because I feel like actually, despite this looking quite small, we've actually accomplished a lot here. I like the layout of this. I like the fact that we've got all this in the middle. We've got staff in zones, and we've actually, because we've got it all blocked off, we're going to open this side out once it's kind of fully ready, and then everybody's going to start filtering around, and we can have a lot of people in our aquarium by the time this is all done, and I think this is going to look pretty damn awesome. One of my better designs. In the first scenario, you would have remembered, if you watched it, that I didn't really do a very good job with layout, and although it's just beginning to look a little messy in here, I mean, what I could do actually is probably just move that there, like that. That kind of sorts it out a little bit. So yeah, that's, I think we're in a good spot there, but I think we need to, in the next episode, I'm just going to quickly make sure this is all saved up. So yeah, we're going to end things there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this this episode 2 of this Deep Freeze. I'm loving this game. I've always really enjoyed this game. I'm gutted I didn't play it more, but this has very much rekindled my love for this game. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you ring that notification bell for future uploads. Join me in the Discord and comment down below for what you think. And we'll see you all guys in episode number 3.